Hi you guys. So today we'll take all of the different categories into one class. I always call it the mix. So we'll have a little bit of yoga, we'll have a little bit of Pilates, bit of bar, cardio, strength, just all together. So let's get ready. We'll come into a tabletop to begin with, just for a few rounds of cat-cow. A little bit of yoga to begin. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and begin. Inhale, lengthen the front of your body, looking up. And exhale, start to round and curl. Look at the belly button. 4 more rounds. Inhale, looking up, find the back bend. Exhale, round and curl. 3 more. Really enjoy this length into the spine, length into the front body. 2 more. Last one already. Spreading widely through the fingers, curl your toes, come up to your downward facing dog. Have a little bit of a walk, just to find some length into the spine and the back of the legs. So you can just paddle out those heels or sway the hips from side to side. Draw in through the arms, so lift the belly button in and then upwards to the spine. And then come high onto your toes, big breath in, and then ground the heels as much as you can, big breath out. 2 more times. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Exhale, ground down, push the floor away. 1 more. Good. Shifting forward to a high plank, shoulders right above the wrist, push into those back muscles. But keep the collarbones open. Step the right foot to the right hand or as far forward as it goes. And come back to plank. Other side. So we're really mixing up a little bit of Pilates and yoga here straight away. Switching 2 more times. Really lift through the core, stay strong through the legs. No need to rush. Good, last foot. And make sure you've done it equally on both sides, please. Good. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Little steps all the way forward to the top of the mat. Bend your knees generously and then just hang upside down. Shake it all out. No pain behind the knees or into the lower back as you're bending. And let's curl up to stand nice and slowly. Finishing with some half sun salutations just to get that whole body warm and to have the breath integrated in your practice today. So inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingers touch the floor, forehead to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Can you really flatten the spine, peel the shoulders back. Exhale again, forward fold, bend the knees. Rise to stand, inhale. 2 more rounds, exhale, fold. We're stretching, we're lengthening, inhale. And exhale. Last round, rise to stand, inhale. Really grow that a little bit taller than the previous 2 rounds, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, and fold. Rise to stand. And exhale, hands through heart center. Take a moment, take a breath. And when you're ready, right foot kind of forward, left foot a big step back. So just take a moment here to find your balance. I want the feet to be kind of hip width apart, but there's at least like a 2-meter stand between the 2 feet. And then all 10 toes are facing forward. Your back heel is off the floor here. And so what we'll do is we'll find a lunge, help out with the hands, and then step the feet hip width apart. And then come back to your lunge, dip the back knee down, and then come to stand. Really take your time. And do this at your own pace. I'd rather have you find stability than kind of wobbling your way through. And then can you start to focus on squeezing those glute muscles on? In particular, the right one. Nice. We'll take about 3 more rounds of this one. time, find that step to be precise, and then bring that back knee down without leaning the front body forward. Last one. You're in that lunge right now, and of course you can continue with the previous exercise. Otherwise, use your hands. You bring the left knee up and step back into that lunge dip. Up and back. So much more glute engagement now. Onto that right leg. Lift it and step back. Lift it and step back. Squeeze and lift into those abs. So number one rule for balance is strong abs. So really focus on that together with the right glute. And that still point to focus on would be this third thing. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good, we're back into that lunge. Bend the back knee down. And then lift and lower the front heel, so your right heel. Up and down. Up and down. 8 more. 7. 6. 5. Squeeze the glutes. Keep focusing and maybe sit a little lower. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Straighten the back leg, lean forward, last little bit here, your knee repeater. Stay low through the right leg, let it burn a little, only 10. Touch and stop. 9, maybe take those arms with you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step it back and take a left turn. So your easiest way basically to come with the legs wide, heels are in, toes are out, and the arms come forward just so you can lean back, sit down and stand up. If you've done a few of my classes, you've definitely done this one. And so we'll just find a few here to bend and straighten, to find that straight spine. If you have a mirror, check out your side profile. Shoulders right above the hips, and more of that lengthening of the tailbone rather than your butt sticking out. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and we pulse. And as we're pulsing, can you lift your right heel up again and keep it up? Still a long spine. Good, lean back into this. And aim to really widen the knees. Nice and wide, nice and wide. Breathe. 10 more pulses, go a little lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel lower. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, sit back down. Left heel lifts and pulse again. So leaning back, push the knees to widen. Lift the left heel a little higher. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, little lower, 2, and 1. Good, take a quarter turn again towards the back of your mat. So that is now your left foot forward and your right foot back. Check that everything is into place before we go. Dip down and step it forward. And again, step it back. Dip down and forward. Find stability and breathe. And step it forward. Drawing through those abs. Stand tall, shoulders are open. Your lungs are super spacious and free. Squeezing those glutes. Breathe. Mindful steps, know where you're going. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good, stepping all the way back. And do what you did on the other side. So if you stayed, stay with that one. Otherwise, rise and stop. Really lift that right knee as high as you can, working the lower abs. But take those big steps back and dip that knee down. Really firing up into the left glute now. All the way. Every time you lift the knee, avoid the rounding in, so stay tall. Lift and stop. Nice work, guys. Keep it up. Let's take 3 more here. Whew. Slow it down if you're about to fall like me. 2, 1. Good. Find that lunge. Dip on down. Squeeze everything tight. Lift and lower the front heel. Left heel up and down. 8 more. 7. See if you can come a little lower. 6. Working major muscle groups. So very normal to be getting quite sweaty right now. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. Lean forward, back leg straight. Still your left knee bend. 10 times, knee repeater. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Weight in the heels. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Good. A little bit of yoga just to wash it out, like a wash cycle. A few sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Nice to stretch out those glutes. Exhale, step into plank. Knees down if you like, shift forward. Your chaturanga, elbows in, tricep push-up down. To baby cobra, shoulders back. Light back bend, toenails to the floor, elbows hugging. Downward facing dog. 2 more, inhale, look forward. Step, or a little jump. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Also nice to stretch out those glutes. Exhale, step back, plank. Maybe to the knees. Maybe shift forward, lowering down, tricep push up. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, dog. Last one. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Lengthen the back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or jump. Through that chaturanga, nice and slowly. Take your back bend. And child's pose. Good, guys. You can grab some water, but please keep looking as I'll explain to you the next exercise. That was heavy on the lower body, so we'll go into upper body right now. Option number 1 is you'll go to downward dog, and you'll take some push-ups here. So you bend and straighten, the elbows wide. You keep those hips nice and high. After we've done that, you'll come to high plank and take your mountain climbers. If you want something different and you're feeling quite strong today, and please don't do this if there's any shoulder issues or injuries, then you'll come towards a wall space. You'll pop your legs up the wall, so your hands are kind of forward and down. I'm using a mat so I don't kind of slip. You walk those feet up as much as you can. And then from there on out, you take your push-ups again. And later, you do your mountain climbers, upside down. So go on, pick and choose whichever one you want to do. We're setting up and we're getting started within the next 6 seconds. Okay? So downward facing dog on the floor, otherwise, legs up a wall. Pick a wall. And there we go, guys. Take your push-ups. Needless to say, if you're with the legs up the wall, you're not going as low. Widen those elbows. Good, about 10 more seconds, guys. And you might just hold it as well if you have your legs up the wall. Really good for those shoulders. Good. 3 seconds. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little child's pose. Take a little moment to rest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. That was heavy for the arms. And so, good news, you can come down to the mat. We'll start and we'll stay onto a forearm dome. And so we'll get a little bit more into the lats. So push yourself away from the floor. I'm on right forearm, so it's ideal that you do the same. Otherwise, just be smart to switch. Good. Your knee is in line with your hip bone, so someone could sit on your lap right now. Your shins are in line with your mat. So it's literally like you're in a squat. Push nice and strong from the floor, so never kind of have that feeling of collapsing. And then lift that top knee like you're actually in a squat. Yeah? That's that hip width apart between the two knees. And all you do here is little lifts. If you're wearing shoes, even better. They feature like little ankle weights, but maybe you have ankle weights as well. And you might want to press pause and use those. Breathe. Now the more you flex, the more we get into those glutes. And so that means I encourage you to flex. Little lift. And we're not lowering to the bottom leg, right? You stay at that hip width, you just take tiny little pulses up and up and up. And in the meantime, can you still press nice and strong out of that bottom arm? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. We'll take about 5 more. Good. Don't forget to take the heel with you. And there we go, little circles. It is really small. And again, I'm not lowering it down to the bottom knee at all. You might want to reach the top arm up to the ceiling just so you have a little bit more length. And don't forget to kind of reach up. You can keep the hand to the hip bone as well to make sure that we're not rolling the hip. Let's reverse the circle, so go the other way around. Little circles. And at any stage if this hurts the neck, you can absolutely come and lie down. Always can modify, right? Last 3 circles, flex, flex, 2, and 1. Come back to your normal kind of squat position. There's still space. Forward and bend. So really kick it forward and then bend. Point or flex, it really doesn't matter. You'll be feeling it, right? Let's take 5 more, guys. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tap that out. You're on the forearm already. You can just pop your hips up so you're on the knees or a side plank. 10 little lifts and lowers. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing job. Flip yourself around. Straight away to the other side. Good. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Kind of lift out of the lats there. Knees lift. And shins right in line with the length of your mat. When you're there, scoop the belly in. Tiny little lifts and lowers. And just really look at it. Sometimes we just do the knee. Sometimes the heel lifts higher. Keep it a straight line, like there's a coffee right on top, or a glass of wine, whatever, what time of day it is for you. Good, see if you can have that nice and straight. And notice how much more it feels. So notice myself collapsing to the left shoulder. Please ensure that we're nice and strong, pressing high out of that left arm. And just breathe. Let this almost sort of be this moving meditation. Good. 8 flats. 2 more. And there you go. Circle. And circle. Press out of the left shoulder. Don't let the right knee drop. Circle the other way around. 3, 2, try and get the inner thigh engaged and involved as well. If you need to reset, reset. Otherwise, straight away. Forward and back. Forward and back. Mindful of your left shoulder, guys. 5, 4, 3. Don't let it drop. Last 2. And 1. There you go. Tap it out. Press onto that arm. Modified plank or full plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment and breathe. So good. Okay, we'll come and lie down for some abs. We'll bring a diamond shape into the legs, which basically means that the legs go up, the knees go wide, and the feet come together to touch. And now you see a diamond shape right in between the legs there. Good. From there on out, first of all, interlacing the fingers behind your head, lifting and lowering. Now every time you come up into that lift, that ab curl, see if you can lift your tailbone as well. So you have a double crunch. I love this one these days. Squeezing two ways together, nice and tight for the lower abs. If you want a little bit more, reach the arms on through. 10 of these. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself rest for a moment. Maybe even feet to the floor, just sway it a little bit. Excellent work. Then from there on out, lift the right leg up, give it a little stretch, point to flex. And then from there on out, interlace the fingers behind your head. Lengthen the left leg forward, but not on the floor, so you have scissors. Take a big breath and come up, and then twist to the right side, so left elbow to the right knee. But can you push the right knee away from you rather than towards you? Lower back down, lift the left elbow higher, maybe reach for 3. Squeeze it down for 2. And 1. Big breath in. Nice and slow exercise, big breath out, really finding that deep contraction through the transverse abdomen. Left leg up, stretch, point flex. Interlace the fingers. Right leg stretches forward, hover off the floor. Inhale, come up, exhale, twist. And again, the tendency we have to bring the knee towards you, push that away. Squeeze the lower back down and then fight to get the right elbow higher. Maybe reach your arms long past that left side. 3, 2, and 1. And let that rest. Take a big breath in. Maybe sway it again. Big breath out. I'm taking the arms nice and wide and preferably the back of the hands down so you can't use your hands. Bring your legs into the tabletop. Avoid bringing the knees towards you. So if the knees are over the hip bones, you should already feel the abs. Be fussy to cement the lower back into the floor. And there you go. You go from side to side. Now, if you're really truly not using your arms, you won't go super far because then you'll just collapse down. Truly working the strength of your obliques. I quite like having like dead bug hands here or even up to the ceiling. Make sure you don't counter sway. So keep it straight up. And again, slowly from side to side. If you want a little bit more, you go to side. You straighten the legs, bend, go to the other side. And again, no use of the hands or the arms at all. Straighten, bend, and go to the other side. 3 more rounds. And again, notice if the legs come to you, push them away from you, get long. Squeeze the lower back into the floor. One more on each side, and keys really to go nice and slow, so don't rush it, okay? Don't rush it. Squeeze the lower back down, and stretch. Amazing work. Come through center, give yourself a little hug. And then we'll stretch it out already, guys. Right ankle on top of the left thigh, maybe stay there. Maybe right hand threads through, left hand on the outside for your figure 4. I'm grabbing the shin, but you might grab the hamstring. Head down, sacrum down, and push the right knee away and push the left knee in. Pull the left knee Hugs are down. Breathe. Really make this stretch happen for you. We've done a lot of glute strength, so find your edge here without it pulling on the neck or the shoulders. See if you can press the glutes further into the mat. 2 to 3 more breaths, depending on how quick your breath is at this moment still. And changing sides. Every side can be so different, so be okay with that and modify where you need to. Pulling right knee in, push the left knee away, flex those left toes. And then again, see if you can hug the glutes and the sacrum further into the mat. Breathe, breathe. After all that stemming work, just a little moment here to ground back down, get your heart back to normal. So I don't close the eyes as well. Kind of eliminates a few extra unnecessary thoughts often enough. And it might be the only time still that you get to do this until that time tonight. 2 to 3 more breaths. And letting go, hug the right knee in towards you. Give it a good little squeeze. Left leg comes straight forward. And then right knee to the left side for a spine twist. Stack the hips. Cactus the right arm, so you feel a nice little chest opening too. This is a good one for the shoulder to open after those down dog or up the wall push-ups and mountain climbers. Another 2 breaths here. Breathe all the way into that lower back. Relax the hands, the jaw, the eyes. Come back through center, right leg straightens, left knee hugs in. Good squeeze, big breath. And left knee towards the right, stack the hips, cactus, the left arm. Breathe into that chest, but also the left armpit. Your immune system is highly linked to some lymph nodes there. Open it, breathe into it. And back to some foundations for yoga. Close the eyes. Maybe a big sigh, even 2 more breaths. And just rolling over towards that right side. We finished the way we started. So come up into a little tabletop. Few rounds of cat-cow. Gluing everything together, lengthening up, looking up, big breath in, exhales maybe out of the mouth. 4 more, open through those shoulders. 3 more. Feel free to freestyle these, if you want to do it sideways or more forward. And maybe you have no idea and you just do what I do. Last breath here. Good, guys. Another one done. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're feeling good. Always feel free to stretch a little bit longer. And please let me know what you want to see more of. Thank you so much.